Winnie.
Hello. Fancy seeing you here, Mikael.
Thanks, Winnie. Well, I'm glad to be here in another chapter of Oakshire.
Oakshire Fireside Chats?
Yeah. I think it's number 4, no? No, yeah, it's number 4.
Chapter 4.
Well, what news we have now in these days, Winnie, after a month, more or less?
I would say the main thing we've been doing lately is preparing for the rain, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's been a huge topic for us.
Because it kind of rained on us sort of randomly, like a pre-rain, because we have a rainy season, but it was like we had 2 times where it rained for like 2 to 3 days nonstop. And we got kind of like alarmed, like, oh my God, we're not ready for weeks of this.
Yeah.
So it kind of put fire under our butts to like get things ready.
It was like necessity calling us to have a source of heat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, that was nice. Like it was a long way. I think we had to make this whole new floor, and we had to install
this baby
here, like
our best friend.
And also we had to cut a lot of wood now.
And we had to, like, all the new structures we've done, well, it's almost done, but we have to, like, have everything, like, stained and sealed and painted because, like, the wood cannot be, exposed.
Or wet, yeah.
To that rain.
So, yeah, well, we changed the ceiling, or not, like, half of it.
Oh, the roof?
Yeah, the roof.
Yeah.
And what else? You paint a lot opening this...
I painted some stuff, yeah. Mostly like the co-work and around here we got a second coat of the oil stain that we use on the house. So now it actually kind of looks like the color we thought it was going to look like. Mm-hmm. Instead of gray, it's black. Yeah, so that's kind of like a bonus. Yeah, but cool. Mostly it's just because it's protected and we don't have like leaks and anything like that.
Yeah, and that's a good thing we have done is like also use the stove and use the wood or not.
Yeah.
Like I almost forget how the heat of the wood felt like. It's amazing. I don't know, sensation from it's like the heat of the stove is completely different than the heat of like gas or electricity.
It's kind of like it satisfies some kind of like primal thing, or no, like where you're just like, oh, I feel so warm. I feel warmer than just being warm. Like my soul feels warm.
Yeah, I will fly. Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, like, and plus the bonus is that we have this little window here so you can see the fire.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
Nice.
And here, because we're in the middle of like nowhere, so it really does help to kind of like make a fire. This, like, the little cabin kind of glows, like a yellowy, beautiful light, and you really feel cozy, like, even if it's cold, even if it's dark.
Well, I would think that if you had to make me choose only one thing to bring to me to a final home, like, it would be a stove of wood,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I feel like this is like the ultimate necessity.
Like it's Swiss Family Robinson's shipwreck, and that's the thing that you save.
Yeah.
The wood stove. Forget the piano.
I forget the piano, I forget the books, I forget everything, like
forget the books?
The kitchen even like, yeah, I forget everything, and just the stove like arrives floating to me.
But you pick the wood stove over books. I guess you can write new books.
Yeah, I can write new books, I don't know. Well, I cannot read books if I'm cold, I'm asking, but...
Yeah, we discovered that when you're cold, you just go to bed really early. Like, I think one time we went to bed before 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we have to wait till it's at least 8 something to go to sleep. Like, or else it's just like retreating, Like, it's like a... Like...
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But anyway, when all this has made me think a lot about wood and...
Energy?
And I think I'd like to try, at least here in Oakshire, use wood as main source of energy. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really reliable and you completely disconnect from the world, you know. So if you get have a space where you can just grow your own trees, like
Yeah, you need some land, and
yeah, well, you need land, obviously,
but trees naturally fall sometimes. There's
yeah,
wood around as part of a cycle.
yeah, it's part of the cycle. But also, I think like it makes me feel that we are more sustainable in a way, like,
Mhm.
that we can survive a little more than the rest of the people. You know?
Is that what we're trying to do? It's like leave everybody in the dust.
No,
Survival. No, but I know what you mean. It's like it feels like you can rely on it more. You know, like it's our friend.
And it's not
life.
rocket science, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody can just cut a tree and.
Right. You don't know how to like mine propane gas or whatever.
And
like you can't do
refine
that.
it and.
Yeah.
No.
But you can chop down a tree.
Yeah. Or somebody in just your neighbor can cut a tree and then you use it. You know what?
Yeah.
A little community can cut trees. You know. Like,
yeah, it's true.
It's true. Man.
Yeah, and like another thing I like about it that I never really thought about until now was, you know, you have like the pieces of wood, and you really measure how much you're using. You know, it's not so much like you just turn on the gas and it just sort of flows. I mean, you notice if you have to change like a gas canister or something like that, but like here, you know, we have our little pile of wood, and it's like, ooh, I know that if that pile's big, I can like have a really nice fire, but if we don't have much, it's like, okay, I'll be reasonable, you know. Anyway, we're trying to learn the stove though and be like more efficient. Anyway, we love fire. I think it's the
that's beautiful.
in conclusion.
It's a really nice add to this experience.
It's like a shout out to your sister who convinced us that we needed to think early about the wood stove.
Yeah. And
she used her network to find us this baby. Oh, I painted this too.
Yeah, you painted this one. Yeah. This is really nice.
What else?
Well, we have new members in the crew, Ronald and Oakshire crew.
Yeah. First we had the chickens.
Yeah.
And now we have another.
We have a dog.
A dog. Should we... Let's bring him in. Can we bring him in?
Okay, yeah, you can bring him in.
We can put it back out later if he's bothering.
Well, his name is Chomba. He's the new live member of this show.
Look at the people.
And he's been with us already for 4 months, 4 weeks maybe, 3
4
weeks.
weeks. A month, I think.
A month, yeah.
Month and a couple of days.
So
he's shy.
Yeah,
I guess.
He's not used to cameras.
No.
But he's being also an amazing add to our community, you know, because he's like our Wilson, you know.
Yeah, I love that now. It's a perfect way to explain it.
It's like somebody else you can speak that is not the same person.
Yeah. It's like, you know, writing in a journal or talking to your therapist. Like, we talk to him. You know, what you can't say to the other, you can say to him.
Yeah.
But no, it's really cool. Also, like, I think how he came to us, because we were thinking we should have a dog. Like, we should have a dog here. That'd be fun, you know. Like, we both love dogs, and we kind of never had one in the city because doesn't have enough room and all that stuff. So we mentioned to the neighbor, Don Samuel, who knows everybody around here.
Yeah.
Hey, if you hear of somebody who has puppies that need a home, and do you remember the day that he called you?
Yeah, we were the first time we opened the
chickens
to the wild and to the freedom really. And then someone called me, and he was telling us that the puppy was there, and
we were
crazy.
Well, we were trying to, we were like cowboys trying to herd the chickens back into their place for the first time, because they didn't really understand the concept of going back in the house, and we were just okay, I guess we have one animal figured out. We can add another one.
Yeah.
We just went and got him.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice. Like now, I feel we're multitude. You know.
Yeah, like there was that.
So his company free is multi. No, it's
Three's like too many in the saying.
it's crow.
3 is a family.
First
right?
family.
Yeah.
It's a family.
But there was one moment I remember when the chickens were like, you know, roaming around, and Chomba was here just like, you were like, oh, I really feel like we kind of have a little farm now, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It feels like a farm. Yeah.
And Chomba, if you don't know what a Chomba is, because it's kind of a funny word, but it's like means a sweater, like a wool sweater, because he's kind of wearing one.
Yeah. And also we, specifically speaking, we had our first like carrete.
Oh yeah.
In the co-work app.
We partied for the first time.
Yeah.
Months.
I'm gonna give you guys here like a little part of it.
Exclusive
1,
look.
2, 3. Hi bud, how are you?
How are you?
Oh, really?
Michael, when? How are you?
No,
Thanks
that's
for
5 minutes only. Like.
thanks for reaching out. You're so far away from us. We're in Australia right now.
we're in Oakshire, but just independent nation.
We're in Berlin. We're in Berlin, but it's awesome, guys. You look great.
Amazing.
Thanks, bud. Well, it's nice to have this kind of connection with you guys here by the internet and all. This is amazing.
And Bod and Fran are our fellow creative friends who have inspired us and encouraged us on our journey, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. And well, I hope Bod one day can give us some music for
the videos.
For the videos, like.
Yeah. We can make a live, like I can sing one song and to your audience.
I happen to have my guitar right here.
Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
And
cheers.
Thanks for connecting. We are very proud of you, your new life, your home, your internet connection,
your water,
your electricity, your plants, your dog.
Yeah, the dog.
Chomba.
Thank you guys.
Have you show Chomba in your?
Amatik's leaving now.
Bother him. It doesn't. Who cares?
Oh.
Hello guys, we're back. I hope you liked the video of our friend Bot.
And Fran.
And Fran, yeah. And they were so excited I was so excited to speak also.
Yeah, it was really fun.
You know, it felt like we were really far away but so near from everybody.
And like, this was the first time we used the co-work for that purpose too, because we kind of realized that we don't have a place to be like talking to people on video comfortably, you know, to like keep in touch with family and friends and all that. So we hung out up there, and it was like for work and play, the co-work, you know.
And connection with the external world, I know. Yeah, that's beautiful. And yeah, like I feel like I know Oakshire is growing. The crew of Oakshire is growing.
Yeah. Well, we can't really have people to visit us right now because we're in quarantine, but we're getting our people like our cheerleaders from afar. Mm-hmm.
It's a pity because we have some people interested to come by WOOF, World Organic Farming. Like we have a girl from California, remember?
And some French people.
And a French guy, yeah.
But then another wave of COVID came and it was. But hopefully in the spring.
Yeah, I'm glad people come to visit us. Really, like I feel like.
And friends too, friends.
Yeah, friends also like. Friends
anyone.
I'm more about inviting my friends.
Anyone, you can come.
think like now that the last period of this chapter, I'd like to speak a little bit about what is coming in Oakshire, because we also have been planning a lot of things, because we are thinking already in spring, I think, but
Yeah. And plus the rains are coming, and that's the time for what, Mika?
well, that's the time for planting. That's what everybody said around here.
You plant in May.
Yeah, well, I became crazy. I wanted to plant everything the first day.
Yeah.
How many trees we plant? So we have 30 trees maybe we bought this year. I have like ones acclimating, and some we bought like a week.
Mm-hmm. Some we bought maybe 3 weeks ago, and they've been sitting there in their little containers, just like getting used to the climate, everything.
That's the climate. Yeah, acclimating.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Acclimating.
Acclimating.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, like that's been, I think like that's nice for me, because since trees are a really long-term project, and it will take us like 7 years maybe to arrive to a point where they start producing us. But
Yeah.
But I feel like at least we're starting to advance in that direction, and that added to now that you see the chickens like running there, here, like plus the dog, I feel like I don't know, I start seeing like this idea of a farm.
Kind of things
Look.
growing, things like living, and lots of life.
Yeah, that's
There's
right.
more life around here now.
Yeah, well, also there's a lot of wildlife around here, like a lot of
It's true.
little
No.
birds, insects,
Absolutely.
lizards, snakes, spiders.
And like other crazy hawks and,
Yeah,
and some kind of like
chicken hogs.
that scary little kike thing that eats the chickens. It's
Yeah.
like a marmot.
It's kind of like
It's like a weasel, chicken killer weasel.
yeah, it's strange that.
There's a lot of like rabbits, but yeah, it's a little different. It feels a little different that it's like the domesticated animals, though, like the chickens. And
Yeah.
we have like one chicken that gives an egg most days, and the rest are. There's another one that gives one once in a while, a brown one, but mostly in spring we should get more eggs. Right
Yeah.
now they just kind of live here and we enjoy them.
Yeah, but it's nice because they're working really well, because
Oh yeah,
I have this fear that the first time we wanna open the jail, like I don't know,
the cage.
the cage, sorry,
A jail. It's kind of like a jail, but
they're gonna run and never come back. You know? And I remember the first day we were really like hysteric, like trying.
we watched them and we thought they were gonna eat the trees and
we forced them to get inside the cage,
yeah, there was one that
and
wouldn't come back.
they were really tense, the situation, and we stressed them a lot, and I felt really strange all this. But the second day, like we just like let them go alone, and
Well,
they
they-
did it.
They naturally, like when it started to get dark and we were there, just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? All the neighbors, the country people are like, they'll go back in their house. That's what they do. And we were like, but are they really gonna like just
Come.
go back to the house? Like, what if they don't? And then they did.
Yeah.
It's like they just after a couple weeks they learn that that's their house, and everybody wants to go home at the end of the day, I guess. Like,
Everybody.
that's their house. So,
Well, that was really nice.
yeah.
But that make it, because without that, I don't think we're gonna have chickens. You know, they're like
Yeah, you can.
looking for them every night to go inside. They'll just stay inside the cage.
Well, the first time we let them out, we were up there for like 5 hours, like watching them. We were like, well, this is not really a sustainable use of our time every day, 5 hours watching the chickens.
Yeah.
But then we chilled out and we like kind of trusted that.
Yeah, I felt like a parent letting his kid go for the first time to a party. You know, like
Yeah.
come here at 10, don't do that, don't do, like it was
Mhm.
hysterical, you know. And then we just relax and have a homebrew, and
Relax, have a homebrew.
and they came back, you know.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, and the other thing, like I was obsessed. So sorry I changed so fast the topic, but
It's okay.
also we got a lot of native trees, like
Yeah.
That's gonna work, you know. That I have no idea. Really, the space is really a difficult space, but I was trying to make like an exercise of forest garden with Chilean trees, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I have like obsessed that if because they can survive, like, I can find a home for them.
Yeah, because the forest garden already had like this food production. You have
Yeah.
like fruit trees, and then you have the nitrogen giving trees. But this is kind of like another element to the thing where it's like conservation and
Yeah, no, this
sort of saving helping to like give a species a home, and hopefully like because some of those native species also give nitrogen and also give food and all of that too, right? Like,
oh yeah, well, we have here like a lot of trees that are already in extinction, you know. Like.
Mm.
So we have one that is from just this region, that is the keule, that is like few specimens still left, you know.
Mm.
And we have also Wallow also is and Guindo Santo, I think also, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of like, I don't know.
But they're great. It's I love that. Yeah, we were interested in them because they were in extinction, and you have this like friend who knows a lot about trees and the trees
Yeah.
of Chile, so she kind of like helped you learn these species. But
Yeah,
the more
Katy
the more we learned about them though, like looking them up in the book, it's like, oh, they're really special for themselves. Like the keule gives this beautiful little yellow fruit, and the wallow is like an amazing wood for like you could make like a beautiful like piece of furniture out of it or something, like. And the Guindo Santo like is a really beautiful flower, like as an ornamental tree. So I mean, hopefully if they do well, people maybe when they come to visit us, they'll be like, what is that? You know, I should put one in my garden, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the idea. I think like I hope a lot of people come see this garden when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think normal people, but people that are interested in gardens. But
I mean, we would come here.
we can come here. But I mean, like,
if we were other people, we would be interested in this place.
Yeah,
There must be more people.
Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like I speak with number of people about trees, and like everybody's like, okay, thanks. Like, speak of something else, please. It's like nobody understands what. That doesn't matter.
Nobody understands
No,
me.
it's okay.
But what else I was gonna say? Oh, like the thing about planting the trees though is pretty interesting because it's like a 7-year project, a 10-year project. We even bought a tree that like grows a centimeter every year, like just for fun because it's an alerce. It's a really special tree of Chile. But like, I mean, when we're like 80, the tree will be like as tall as we are, right? Something like that. But even with the other trees that grow normally, it's such a long-term project that you really have to just have faith, like, that it's worth your time, and you know it is because any fruit tree that gives fruit, it's like somebody planted it and somebody waited those years before it gave fruit or before it was mature. Like somebody had that patience at some point. So it's our turn now to just kind of sit, be patient, take care of them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like have faith that it will turn into something, you know?
Yeah, and to do with growth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't give results like soon, anyway.
I hope they grow, and I hope we can continue showing them. Maybe I should make a video more showing the garden. Maybe,
yeah.
As separate another one, so don't take so much time. Well, guys, but that's basically I think when this like I don't know, a lot of more things have been happening, but I think these are the main ideas of this month.
Mm-hmm.
And well, if you want to continue like knowing hearing our stories or our adventures, I don't know, you can just like subscribe in our channel.
Anyway, yeah, subscribe, guys.
Okay, guys.
And you can always leave us a comment and tell us what you think of our videos.
Yeah, please. If you want me to show you something, please tell us.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Namaste.
Namaste. Yeah, you don't want to miss Mikhail's video about all of the trees at every tree.
I think
On the
that
property.
that video will have one view only.
One view.
We're gonna make it anyway, but it doesn't matter.
Oh.